Hello everybody, my name is Ryan or MandRproductions, and welcome to my review of the 2018 LEGO Star Wars 75198 Tatooine Battle Pack. This set includes 97 pieces, 4 minifigures, and retails for $15 in the United States. Guys, if you plan on purchasing this set through Amazon, please use my Amazon affiliate link at the top of the description or the pinned comment. It helps out the channel and it costs you nothing extra. The 4 minifigs included are a Tusken Raider, 2 Jawas, and an unnamed Astromech Droid. It also includes what LEGO describes as a service vehicle on their website. However, it's essentially a mini version of a Sandcrawler, just kind of dumbed down and with a lot of the parts removed. So let's hop right into these minifigs. This set does include 2 different Jawas. They have different torso prints, so we'll take a look at the other one in a second here. However, this one has a bit of a darker theme. You can see his head in there is just a couple of yellow eyes printed on there. There's no other facial expression or anything, because of course in the movie we don't see that. So it's just the yellow eyes printed onto a black head. Of course the hood on there as well. You can see around back he has a pretty nice back print. This Jawa has a bit of a lighter color scheme to his torso print. Of course he has the same head and hood and the small legs returning, so it's just a different torso print and I like it. I'm glad that they included 2 different ones. It makes you able to play with them as actual different characters and not just the same old Jawa. And lastly, we have this Astromech Droid, and from what I can tell, it does not have like an official name from LEGO. It's just an Astromech Droid. That's what it said on its website. However, you're getting a red head with a bit of dark blue printing for the torso, so it's a bit of a color mismatch, which is kind of neat to see a different variation of an Astromech Droid like this. If you're looking to complete your Astromech Droid collection, of course, you'll pick up this set for this figure. Otherwise, it's nothing really noteworthy or that interesting, and it's really weird to come in a battle pack. I don't think people want an army of an Astromech Droid with, you know, a red head and blue printing on the torso of it, so I don't particularly like this inclusion. I don't know what they could have included instead, but the Astromech Droid is just not that great. We have the Tusken Raider, who is pretty spiffy looking. It's awesome to get him in just a $15 set. Previously, the cheapest set you could have got him in was the $25 T16 Skyhopper from 2015, so it's pretty nice again to see him in such a cheap set. Of course, he comes with a very cool custom molded headpiece instead of the old headpiece that was just printed on. This is a custom molded one, which looks amazing. You can see it just has such an immense amount of detail on there. It looks awesome. The body printing looks pretty good too. You have a pretty nice torso print on the front. I really like the way they've done it with the legs and the waist printing as well, just being all continuous throughout. I love the way the figure looks, and overall it's a really nice inclusion in a battle pack. I don't know who really wants an army of Tusken Raiders, but if you're just looking to get one of these battle packs for him, it's a great deal. And now that we've seen all the minifigs, I want to take a look at this service vehicle, aka mini Sandcrawler. It's basically a Sandcrawler microfighter, maybe a little bit more with it, but it's essentially that. It's got some stud shooters on the side, which are going to work exceptionally well as they do. All you do is push in on the gray bit there, and bam, your stud shooter shoots off, and now you don't have a stud there. I usually don't shoot them off. I usually keep them locked and loaded because I feel like that's a better look for them. I think if you have them shot out and they're just empty, it kind of looks bad. I think if it has the blue on it, it looks a little bit better though. It has this small windshield at the front to kind of represent a windshield. However, it is very small, so it really doesn't add much to it, but it's just that nice little effect that LEGO does to give these things a sense of scale and make them look bigger than they are, I guess, or feel bigger. You can fit your Jawa up there, have him pilot the Sandcrawler, and there's no control panel for him or anything, which is unfortunate. They could have really stuck something right there. Like, it wasn't going to be that difficult. You can take your other Jawa, stick him anywhere else you want on the ship. He kind of fits, you know, right there is probably a good little spot. You can also get your Tusken Raider on there if you want, so there's enough space for all your figures, even though your Tusken Raider doesn't really go with the Jawas. He's a little bit taller than them, but you can get all the figures on there. It's kind of cool looking when you have them all on there. It's looking like they're actually going to battle. You could have this thing battle in the First Order battle pack if you want, I guess, but it does create like a cool look like that. I love the way they've shaped the front of this. It definitely does look like a Sandcrawler, the general shape of it. That's why they've done this. It's pretty obvious. And then, of course, you can take your Astromech Droid. It's got these grill pieces, which essentially are tiles, but grills, so that he doesn't get stuck on those. However, the bottom part of his like centerpiece of his figure will stick right into that stud piece there on that tile, and so you can stick him on there. Now the other thing you can do is lift him up with this little crane here, and you can have the crane lift him up and away and move him around and stuff. It's actually pretty cool. He kind of hangs freely. You can see how he's kind of shaking in the air. He like stabilizes like that. Now it also does have this Technic piece on the back here so that you can't fold it down farther than that, so you can't like pick them up any higher than this essentially, but you can fold it down and like that, and that's the limit. So it does go 360 degrees. However, with the Jawas on there, you might have some trouble, but you do get a good range of movement with this thing. I actually really like it. You can knock the Jawas off. You can use it as like a battering ram to fight people that are around it. Like, there's a lot of little creative things you can do with this. Now again, you can just drop your Astromech Droid right on back down where he was, oops, and We'll see if we can get him to stay without actually having to push him down like manually. So we'll try to get him on there. Now this seems like it's going to be a little bit finicky. So oh, that wasn't that hard. And then we remove that. All right, we got him on there. So that wasn't incredibly difficult. Now there's a couple of tools on the back. You get a wrench and what is like a little axe. So you have little tools for the Jawas to use to work on their Astromech Droid or on their service vehicle, aka Sandcrawler. The other cool little detail I noticed back here is a couple of blue studs, basically to represent some type of propulsion system, I guess. And the final thing that's pretty cool is the tread system underneath. That is obviously supposed to represent the tread system on a Sandcrawler as well, although on a Sandcrawler there's basically 2 sets instead of like just one long one. So this is basically like a tank tread as opposed to like one tread, 4 essentially. Another cool thing I noticed around the bottom is they use sand green on here for some reason. I have no idea why they use sand green pieces right here, but they just do. So just keep that in mind, I guess, if you need a couple of 1x2 sand greens and you want to swap them out for anything else in your collection. You can throw something else down there and get these 1x2 sand greens out. So pretty nice overall. It's got a very nice design. They use a lot of nice little slope and tile pieces to get a nice little design looking on this thing. It looks much like a Sandcrawler, essentially like a microfighter Sandcrawler, except a little bit bigger, a little bit more detailed, a little bit more features to it than a normal microfighter would have. But overall, it's a really nice set. I really do like this thing. I think it's a really neat battle pack. It's just not something that I can see myself or many of you guys buying multiples of. But if you guys do plan on buying one through Amazon, again, guys, use that Amazon affiliate link at the top of the description or the pinned comment, guys. It helps out the channel a lot, and it doesn't cost you anything extra. If you guys enjoyed the video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and if you have anything to say, leave in the comments section below. Thank y'all for watching my review of the LEGO Star Wars 2018 75198 Tatooine Battle Pack, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out.